Yo, you hear me? Alrighty. That's a good cat. It's a good dog. It's a real good dog.
Oh, those dogs are outside just
Damn it.
laying around being lazy.
Yeah, that's a good dog. Oh, that ain't a dog, it's a cat.
Yeah, good kitty.
Good kitty. You excited for this UFC?
Gonna be frank.
Top
Think this card's
heavy,
getting.
prelim suck.
Yeah, I think this card's getting a little overhyped. I'm a lot more excited for cards coming down the slate. I don't know if you've seen UFC Qatar in November. That card's unbelievably stacked. I like Rio next week. Vancouver should be fun. I mean, we got a lot of good cards coming up. I think this is a little top heavy for me personally.
Okay. Well, we won't waste any time. UFC 320, Pereira versus Ankalaev Part 2. We're going to start out with the women's flyweight belt. Veronica Hardy taking on Brogan Walker, who hasn't fought in a very long time, what it looks like. Veronica Hardy, she has 1 win by knockout, 2 win by submission, 2 first-round finishes. She gets outstruck 3.48 to 3.12. Her last 3 fights, she lost to Maciado. She beat Aldridge, and she beat. I'm looking at the right person here.
I'm trying to. You talk. I think Hardy
Veronica,
lost
was
to.
her name different at one point?
Oh yeah, she got married to Dan Hardy. That's where her
Okay,
first.
so she beat Horth, she beat Aldridge, and she lost to Mora. I watched that
Yeah.
fight last time. There we go. They didn't update her athlete record at the bottom. They left her name the same on UFC. She's taking on Brogan Walker, who had 3 names at one point. Not anymore. Brogy the Bear, who has 1 win by submission, 1 first-round finish. I don't think she has a win in the UFC. She lost to Lucindo, and she lost to Juliana Miller. I'm taking Hardy on this, and I'm taking Hardy by finish. Probably TKO
Yeah.
her.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Before I started, since it is Friday, I'm assuming that you can see the odds and stuff.
Uh, yeah, they got her a -700 favorite.
Yeah, okay. I was just figuring that out before like dove
Yeah.
into it too. My opinion, if Veronica Hardy's ever gonna get a finish, it has to be right here. If she doesn't finish her again, like I said in Perth with Navajo Sterling, if they don't get a finish here, I'm never picking them to get a finish ever again. Navajo Sterling didn't get a finish. I will never pick him to get one from now on out. I mean, this is Hardy all day long. I didn't think Brogan Walker was still in the UFC until they announced this bout. This is like there isn't any form of fighting that Brogan Walker is better at Veronica Hardy at. Like literally zero. She's the older fighter as well. I genuinely shocked she got this fight. She got finished by Juliana Miller, and Veronica Hardy just straight up beat Juliana Miller's ass. So I mean, I think if you're gonna play by finish, I mean Veronica Hardy hasn't finished anybody. I mean that's it's on you. I think she finished there too. I mean, if you want a safer little play for parlays, I think Hardy -3.5 is pretty safe, like -190. I think so. I saw that because I think she should just smoke Brogan Walker on the feed. If she wants to go to the ground, she'll smoke her there too. I really love Hardy here, but I
Okay.
mean, well, -700 is a little long for me to be playing anything off of it.
All right. And so now we move up to our next bout at welterweight. Ramiz Brahima versus Austin Vanderford. Brahima, I'm not even saying his last name right, but he is 1 wins by knockout, 11 wins by submission, 11 first-round finishes. He's 12-5. He gets outstruck by his opponents 3.81 to 2.41. Takedown accuracy 41%. Takedown accuracy, striking accuracy 45%. He beat Billy Golf, or is it Billy? Is it Billy Golf or is it Billy Gall?
Billy Ray Goff.
Okay, and then he also beat Gall, submission Golf. KO Gall, and he lost to Gorimbo by unanimous decision. Austin Vanderford, pretty sure he fought in the Dana White Contender Series and didn't get a contract. Did he get it?
Vanderford?
Did he get a contract from it, or did he have to? Didn't he
No,
finish
so
the guy and didn't get the contract?
I've always just known Austin Vanderford as a Bellator fighter that's been married to Paige Van Zant.
I'm
He
pretty
like
sure he
fought for the
fought
title
in
over
the
there.
Contender
Got his
Series.
ass. He might have fought in the Contender Series a while ago, but I mean, it had been a hot minute ago. He just got this opportunity for a short notice fight at Seattle.
Yeah, he got a second round submission, didn't get a contract. Season 2, episode 5. But yeah, I'm taking Austin Vanderford here by knockout. What do you got going on here?
So, I mean, I kind of hinted and mentioned it to you earlier. I actually kind of think these odds are a little crazy to me. Vanderford minus 300, Ramiz plus 240. Because in my opinion, like watching him, other than pure wrestling, I don't think Vanderford's better anywhere. I think Vanderford, if you like went back and watched his Bellator fights, this dude is fucking shit on the feet. I mean, he's got good ground and pound when he gets takedowns and stuff. Which I mean, there is a very strong case that he can take Ramiz down and like lay on him and get some ground and pound off and everything. But again, Ramiz is, I don't know if you know his background. That's about as dangerous as it gets as a grappler. He was a world no gi BJJ champion. Like 11 of his wins are by first round sub, I think. At least 10 of them are. So I mean, Ramiz to me, after like watching his last 2 fights, kind of like to me looks like he finally found himself. He got down to a good gym down at Fortis, and he looked a lot more locked in than he used to. And Vanderford, I mean, yeah, he got his UFC shot short notice, but I mean, him and his wife are going hard on OnlyFans, making their money that way. I don't know at 35 years old how locked into the game he truly is, in my opinion. Where this is like all Ramiz has right here. So I mean, I've already played Ramiz at plus 240. I mean, the value there is outrageous in my opinion for a dude that I think clearly is the better striker on the feet. And if Vanderford's takedowns start to become more scarce the longer this fight goes, it's going to be a striking fight. I'll take Ramiz all day in a striking fight. So I'll go
Mm,
Ramiz decision here. I
we're
also
off.
think he's got a better shot at getting a finish here of the two of them.
Damn, we're on the complete opposite end on this one.
Hey, the odds say you're probably right, but I mean, I'm going to.
Ah, they say he's right about winning, but knocking him out is a different story. Okay, we move on to bantamweight with Chris Gutierrez versus Farid Basharat. Chris Gutierrez is 22-5-2. He has 9 wins by knockout, 1 win by submission, 4 first round finishes. He outlands his opponents 4.59 to 2.65 strikes. He has a takedown accuracy of 25%. He has a defense of 70%. Does a lot of work standing. Of course, Gutierrez last fight, he beat Castaneda. Lee, I don't see what happened there. I'm guessing that didn't happen, or was it a draw,
No
or no contest?
decision. I think he beat Quang Lee by decision. I think Quang Lee took that fight on short notice, if I remember correctly.
I see what you're setting up here. Yang Dong versus Gutierrez. Yang Dong beat him by decision unanimously. He's taking on Farid Basharat. And Farid is 13-0. He has 1 win by knockout, 6 win by submission, 3 first round finishes. He outlands his opponent 4.36 to 2.57. Takedown defense 80%. Takedown defense, and he has a 45% takedown accuracy. His last fight, he beat Hugo by unanimous decision. Fight previous, he beat Lapalus by unanimous decision. And he beat Rodriguez by submission. And I am taking Farid Basharat in this fight as well. Even though I like Chris Gutierrez, bantamweight's tough, and I think Farid is just faster, quicker, and it's more unique striking. than Gutierrez.
Yeah, so I mean, Chris Gutierrez, the one thing I will say about him is you know what he's going to do. He's going to go in there and try and strike from range, and that's the game he wants to play no matter who he's fighting. He's not going to go out there and try to do anything different. Fareed has a brother in the UFC, Javid Basharat, and Fareed, in my opinion, is the way better fighter of the two. Javid will go out there and try and point fight, never attempt to go for a finish whatsoever. That's not really Fareed's game. I mean, he's only has one finish of his 4 fights, but I mean, Taylor Lapilus is a very good fighter that I'm kind of shocked they let go. Hugo is a very good grappler. I'm not knocking him any for those. Everyone's like online saying this is just a decision merchant. I kind of disagree. I think he when he goes for takedowns, he actually tries to get finishes, unlike his brother. If you like looking to play something, because minus 470 is a little wide. I mean, I know everyone's going to be going decision for Basharat. I don't hate submission by Basharat because Gutierrez is there to get taken down. I've seen this guy get taken down 5 or 6 times by Song Yadong. So if Song Yadong's getting you down that much, I mean, Basharat, who's a clear better wrestler and grappler, should easily be able to get takedowns on Gutierrez. I, to his credit, I've never seen Gutierrez get subbed, but I mean, I've also never really seen him go against someone that's going to be able to dominate on top like Basharat can. So, I mean, I'm probably not going to play it, but I'm sure Fareed by sub is like got crazy good odds. I'll check it out here in a second, but I'm going to go Fareed here.
Fareed. All right, we're gonna move on to our next fight, which is the women's bantamweight bout. So old heads. We got Macy Chiasson versus Yana Santos. Macy is 11-4. She has 4 wins by knockout, 3 wins by submission, 3 first-round finishes. She outlands her opponent 3.49 to 2.68. She has a 35% takedown accuracy, 71% takedown defense on her career in the UFC, I guess. That's where these stats come from on UFC.com. Vieira beat her by decision. Silva, she beat by TKO. TKO, doctor's stoppage. I watched that one. Pretty nasty elbow. And Macy Chiasson beat, oh damn, she's cute, Keen Zad by submission. She fought, and then we're on to Yana Santos, who looked like a dog in the girl fight I watched. The girl missed weight. I don't know if it's on here. Yeah, it's Chandler fight. She beat Chandler, decision unanimously. Before that, she beat Misha Tate, decision unanimously. She lost 3 fights ago in a split decision by Rosa. A lot of people I've been hearing are going to take Macy Chiasson, say she's bigger, she's going to manhandle her. She fights better against fighters that she can dominate with her size and grappling. But I'm going to go with Santos on this one. She's the underdog. I just really liked what I've seen from her. I think she'll win this fight. What's your opinion on this one?
I definitely don't hate that pick. Like, this is like a prime example of a fight where I'm just like, I swear the UFC hates their fucking fans. Like, why is this a pay per view and why are you putting Rebavix Brenner in the fucking Apex? I mean, I swear these people are stupid or they just hate us. One of the two. I'm probably just gonna hold my urine for a hot minute, wait for this fight to come up, and go to the restroom during this. I think this is gonna be an extremely boring fight. A whole bunch of Macy Chiasson pushing up against the cage. Yana Santos striking from range.
Yeah.
If I had to pick one, I'm gonna go with Macy here because I think she can get takedowns on Yana. She's been taken down before. I definitely see a world where she's gonna get taken down again. But I mean, I, I just can't be bothered. This Yana is such a slow striker on the feet. I mean, if it is a striking match, she can definitely win a striking match. But I mean, that should tell you all you need to know about Macy's striking as well. It's nowhere near good enough, in my opinion, to become champion or anything like that. I mean, she just got beat up on the feet by Ketlin Vieira in her last fight, and I see people on Instagram talking like, yeah, she's probably only one win away from maybe fighting Kayla Harrison. Like, what are you talking about? And no one wants to see that. What I mean, what are we doing here? But I mean, I'll take Macy. I think she's gonna wind up getting a decision. But I don't hate that underdog shout by you whatsoever.
All right. So then we're going to go on to our next bout. Guy dropping down in welterweight. I think it's his second fight, Pat, right? Down in welterweight?
Tuna,
Yeah.
it's his third one.
Third one? Yeah. I watched some of his middleweight fights, and I don't know what he was thinking fight middleweight because he looked like a pipsqueak. But we got Soriano. He's 11-4. He has 7 wins by knockout, 2 wins by submission, 8 first-round finishes. Outlands his opponents 5 to 3.88. Takedown accuracy of 56%. Striking accuracy 54%. Takedown defense 38%. Beat Medic. I know I didn't say that right, but he knocked him out. Baza. How you say him?
Baeza.
Baeza. Where the fuck's he from? Brazil?
I'm gonna be frank with you. I don't remember.
Baeza.
Just know his
Baeza. Beat him by unanimous decision. God damn, this guy fought them all, huh? Stole Tuspas?
Stoltzfus.
Stoltus. That's how he pronounces that. Jeez,
Yeah, he
Liz, what a
yes.
shithead name. Yeah, so he lost that fight. He's fighting Nicolo Veretennikov, and I watched his last fight, and he was very disappointing in that. Very disappointing. I seen that live, not rewatched. Like went back and watched that live. I'm not even going through this guy's stuff. I'm taking Soriano. Uh, I don't know if he knocks him out or whatever. Nikolai last time. Let me see who it was. Might have been the Prada fight, or it might have been the.
Yeah, he fought Prado in his last fight, where me and you were watching it at Coach House.
Yeah, and I don't know. I just didn't think he was that impressive. I thought he'd be a little more dominant. So kind of got a bad taste in my mouth with him. So I'm taking Soriano.
Puna is definitely the more skilled fighter here. I mean, but like if you like keep going back through Puna's record, there are like 2 or 3 guys that he's lost to, like Dustin Stoltzfus, for example, which is the fight I was at live. That
Was that a
I
middleweight
cannot.
fight or welterweight fight?
That was his last middleweight fight.
Yeah, I'm ignoring his middleweight fight because I watched the Kopylov fight and he was just so much smaller than the middleweights. It's crazy.
Yeah. So Puna's background, he was a D2 or D3 All American wrestler. So this guy can't go out and get takedowns, which the one time Veretennikov has been finished in the UFC was by Vanderford because he was able to get takedowns on him and
Mm.
control him. So I really like the upside for Puna there. I definitely like Puna by knockout here. He's got the power to do it. My only worry about betting Puna by knockout is I don't know if you've like dove into Veretenikov's record. There are some very, very good fighters that he has fought that couldn't get him out of there, like Michael Morales and Danny Barlow. So I'm a little hesitant betting Puna by knockout, but I definitely think he's going to smack up on Veretennikov here. He just Puna looks pretty locked in. I will say that he needs to be locked in because I was kind of shocked that they gave him another fight after he lost to Stoltzfus. They did. Unfortunately, he won. And then he came out and got an upset knockout in like 30 seconds against Medic. But, man, if he gets a little knockout here, he's going to get the ball rolling again. Everyone's going to talk about him being a potential prospect again. So I like Puna here. I'll take him by knockout.
Okay. So now we're gonna move on to our prelims. That was our early prelims. We got Andre, and it's if I wouldn't have watched his fights, I would have thought it was Muniz, but it's Muniz versus Edmund Shahbazyan. And I'll tell you right, what Edmund, when I watched him fight, I was like, man, this guy's good. And I mean, he is. Oh, you kidding me? Ah, damn it. Give me
What?
1 second, cause I clicked on him accidentally. And I didn't mean to. Oh, Shahbazyan, you bitch. All right, here we go.
Are you reading off like the actual bout order off the UFC page?
That's what I've been doing.
Yeah, it's all over the place different from what the Tapology has it at.
Well, Tapology is not friendly. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Like,
Oh, you're talking about the actual order of the fights?
yeah.
Oh, I gotcha. I see what you're saying. Yeah. What's it saying is the fight we're supposed to be talking about now?
Well, you already broke down two that were on like listed as prelims for like what Tapology had. Uh, it's not like crazy out of whack or anything.
Yeah.
Uh, Actually, Patchy Mix is the only one that's on the early prelims that hasn't been mentioned yet.
Oh, okay. That's after this fight is what UFC.com has for some reason. But Edmund Shahbazyan versus Andre Muniz. So Edmund, he is 15-5. He has 12 wins by knockout, 1 by submission, 12 first round finishes, 3.74 outstriking his opponents, 3.62, 66% takedown defense, takedown. That's a funny number because that dude gets on the ground and it's over, game over. Shahbazyan beat Petrosky in his last fight by decision. He beat Budka by knockout TKO. Basharat beat him by submission. Uh, Dobson, he beat by KO. I watched that one. Dobson looked pretty good until he got caught. Fluffy Hernandez just wore his ass out. First round was wild. Just kind of grinded him down like Fluffy does. You know, he smacked him around. Then Andre Muniz. He is 24-7. He has 4 wins by knockout, 15 wins by submission, 15 first round finishes. He gets outstruck 2.33 to 2.04. Takedown accuracy 49%. Takedown defense only 36%. But I think he prefers to be on the ground. Striking accuracy 50%. Last fight out, he fought Alisterkov. Lost by knockout TKO. Split decision. He won to Park. That was a pretty interesting fight. Paul Gregg knocked him out. Muniz versus Allen. Allen beat him by submission. Hall, he beat by decision unanimously. So now I'm sitting here second guessing what I was originally thinking. This boy gets knocked out, and Edmund can knock some dudes out. But Edmund's not the best on the ground. So I'm going to stick with what I said originally. I'm going to take Andre Muniz by submission. I can see the boy getting his ass knocked out, too, on a counter or some sort. What's your thoughts?
To give you a little piece at heart, that Paul Craig knockout was a ground and pound one.
Was it? Okay.
And
Okay, I didn't watch that
Ikram
fight.
Aliskerov's like a massively hyped up prospect right now. He like the fight before that, he was main event against Robert Whitaker. So I mean, not crazy or anything. There are 3 fights on this card that I just highlighted and said some of the dumbest odds I've ever seen. The Ramiz fight, this fight, and then one like later on in the card. These odds are insane. They might be the craziest one on the whole card. How I don't understand how someone could be minus 325 and didn't pass the GM3 test. He's beating GM3's ass, and he got fluke subbed in the third round or second round, just exactly what GM3 does. But upon seeing Muniz and Ikram fight, I think the chin's going downhill. To be frank with you, Edmund definitely has the striking to knock out Andre Muniz. The only another thing though that I had to consider was that Iron Turtle fight. He had like 12 takedowns on Iron Turtle,
Yeah.
and if you're getting 12 takedowns on Iron Turtle, you can definitely get takedowns on Edmund. It's just, do I think Edmund can catch Muniz before Muniz starts getting takedowns going? And in my opinion, I think he can. I took Edmund by knockout here, but I mean, I absolutely hate these odds. Muniz is arguably the most live dog on the whole card. It's crazy. He's got some of the widest odds. But GM3 will sit there and take his beating and come back and win. I have not seen Muniz ever bite down on the mouthpiece, take his beating, and then come back and win. I've never seen it. So, I mean, I can't bet on what I think might happen because no doubt in my mind he's getting the shit beat out of him on the feet here. So I'll take Edmund here, hesitantly, not betting whatsoever.
Okay. On our next one, Patty Sir Mix-a-Lot versus Jacob Wiklacz. I don't really want. I mean, one's KSW, Jacob's KSW. Patty Mix. Everybody saw him just get absolutely brutally pieced up by. We watched that together, and I can't think of his name. Mario Batista. Is that
Yeah,
who it was?
yeah.
Yeah, just got absolutely demolished. I'm gonna take the KSW guy because I'm not taking minus 305 as after watching a guy just look absolutely horrible. And from what I see from Jacob, he seems like he can be a fun fighter. He's younger. Always isn't he younger? He's a younger guy, right?
I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I have no idea how old this guy is, but looking at his pictures, I would assume he's younger. He looks like he's
Okay.
like late 20s.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take the underdog here, KSW champ, uh, Jacob Wiklacz.
So that is one of the biggest fall from graces I've ever seen. You're on the main card, arguably potentially getting a title shot if you win, and you go out there and shit the bed like Patchy Mix did. The thing with Mix, if you like watch his previous fights, that is not the fight he's trying to fight. He's
He's a
not a
grappler.
stand-up fighter. He likes to grapple. So the fact he shot one takedown, it was like almost at the end of the third round. I mean, you're just asking to lose. You're not a striker, brother. You need to go out there and grapple. But fortunately for him, this Jakob Wiklacz guy is a grappler. His I could argue Patchy's a better striker than this guy. To be fair, I don't think his striking's that good. He is very good on the ground, but I mean, you're going into a whole nother world here. This is top three best grapplers at 135 in my opinion. He just hasn't been able to display it yet. And Jakob's probably going to be shooting takedowns. And if he gets a takedown on Patchy, I think he has like the nastiest back take in MMA. I think he's gonna take Jakob's back, and I think he's gonna sub him. I'm gonna take Patchy Mix by sub here, and I see what the UFC is doing, giving him this matchup. If Jakob wins, then fair enough. I mean, I like that because he looks like a marketable guy that you can like roll with. But you're not gonna spend all this time and money getting Patchy Mix over here to get fraud checked and just let him do a bunch of dumbass nothing fights. You're gonna have to try and rebuild him up from nothing. And I think this is the perfect opponent that do that for someone that's going in there to grapple and not strike. And you can see Patchy on the ground finally. So I'm gonna take Patchy by sub here. I'm interested to see if he does get a sub here, what they're gonna do with him next. Because based off of that takedown shot on Mario Batista, I don't know how often he's going to be able to go to the ground. So I'm curious to see how that would go, like moving forward. But I'll take Mix by sub here.
Okay. So we move on. The featherweight belt. Daniel Santos versus Joe Song Yu.
Dude,
So Joe Song, I think, yeah, I'm thinking someone else, but one
can I
second.
say something real quick?
Say something real quick. What you gotta say?
I'm scrolling to pull it up. They said they did the weirdest thing ever earlier today. I read about before we talked on the phone. So they had a weird weigh-in today. They haven't announced what the reason was, but the way these two's weight is weird as hell. So today they agreed to fight at 153-pound catch weight, which I'm assuming it was Yu's fault because Santos weighed in today at 151 and you weighed in at 152.5.
Okay.
So you must have had a weight cutting issue because I doubt it was Santos if he was 2 pounds below what they agreed to.
Okay. That's pretty interesting. Santos is 13-2. He has 6 wins by knockout, 2 wins by submission, 3 first round finishes. He has 4.74. He gets outstruck 4.74 to 4.96. 39% takedown accuracy, 73% takedown defense, striking accuracy. Last fight, he beat Lee by decision. He beat Santos by Santos beat Munoz by unanimous decision, and he beat Castaneda by knockout and TKO. Then we got you. I'm pretty sure you just freaking has knocked dudes out. Let me just go down here. Yeah.
He has a UFC fight.
Yeah, one UFC knocked a dude out, and then I watched him fight some Asian dude, knock his ass out too. In that whatever promotion he came from, I forget what it's called. It's like night something fight. What the fuck's it called?
Does it
Starts with the M, I think, or K.
it's Korean Zombies organization. It might be Zombie Fight League or something random
It's
like
some,
that.
it's something like that. I forget what it is. But this one is another. Oh no, he's not. Oh shit. I'm taking Daniel Santos, and I'm taking Daniel Santos, but not by sub. But I think I have it sub. I have to look. Either sub or knockout. But go ahead. I'm gonna look real quick what I bet.
Yeah, so I can't really. I mean, I kind of get it because it's going to be a bunch of recency bias. Jusang Yu just slimed out Jekasera guy, who I'm not going to lie, you can honestly argue is the worst fighter in
He
the
didn't look
UFC
good.
history to get a win. Just kind of insane that he even got a win. But I don't understand how it's +1. I don't know what they are on your screen. Whenever I wrote these notes down, it was Daniel Santos -135, Jusang Yu +110. I can't believe that. Daniel Santos is better everywhere other than pure power. This guy is a come forward striker. He's gonna push you on the back foot. Watching his like fights before he got to the UFC, I mean, I wasn't blown away. I think this is a bunch of recency bias because he knocked out a bomb. I mean, he can get takedowns. He just beat another Korean guy that was twice his size easily. And if you can't catch him on the chin because he has been dropped before, that's is the one worry here. I think he's just going to get absolutely mauled here. And me assuming that he's the one that had weight cutting issues, I think Daniel Santos is going to fucking wear him out. My bet was this fight to not go to decision. It was like +110. I parlayed it with Fareed and Patchy. I can't remember what the odds were on that, but I really love Daniel Santos here. And the other side of it is, if I'm wrong, you is not winning a decision. The way you wins is if he knocks Daniel Santos out. So I mean, that's finishing upside on both fighters' sides. So I love the fight not to go the distance here. So my only issue is I don't know. I've said this once every card. I don't know whether to take knockout or submission. I really like that submission shout, but man, I just see you gassing out from all the takedowns. Santos can probably get up against the cage, fading, and then Santos cracking him against the cage. So I'm gonna go Santos by knockout, but either way, we're both going Santos by the finish here.
Yep. Yep. All right, and then we got a Dana White Contender Series, and I'm gonna tell you right now, man. I don't know how Tristan Vines is fighting right now. I've seen him fight 2 fights, and I've seen his ass get fucking dropped in all of them. So I got Gautier knocking his ass out or TKOing him on the ground. He's just a specimen from Cameroon. Tristan Vines, dude, he thinks he's a samurai or some kind of ninja or something before the fight, and I've seen him get knocked out cold twice. So, what's your opinions?
So the reason he's in this spot is because he's taking this fight on like 3 days' notice.
Oh, makes sense.
Gautier's opponent dropped out on either Sunday or Monday or something like that. So I think this would be fun. I'm gonna just read off everything I've written down here. So I have Gautier as my pick for odds because it weren't released yet. I put it doesn't matter, and for my notes I said the first fight I pulled up of Tristan Vines was one where he got absolutely fucking brutally flatlined on the feet. Gautier by KO is going to be -500, but
Yeah.
so that's pretty unplayable. But if the over under on significant strikes is maybe 10, I would still consider taking the under on 10 strikes. I'm going to take Gautier by absolute murder.
No shit. Yeah. So
But
we're the
anyway,
same.
you
We're the same on
keep
that
going.
one. What is
Tristan Vaughn's UFC fighter.
what is it?
I said, hey, I mean, I appreciate him keeping Gautier on the card to give us some entertainment. And hey,
Yeah.
Tristan, UFC fighter.
Just have a chance
But
to be a
he's,
knockout of the night.
dude, this has a chance to be fucking knockout of the year. This is brutal.
Yeah. All right, so we're on to our main card. Magomedov versus Joe Pyfer. Uh, not really going to break down the guy's stats on this. I mean, it's right here. I can pull it up. 3.21 landed by Magomedov per minute. 3.74 by Pyfer. 3.68 absorbed by Magomedov. 3.2 minutes absorbed by Pyfer. I just think Pyfer is going to dominate this dude. Just every aspect of it. And I think the grappling is going to cancel out because Pyfer probably can out wrestle this guy. And if he's going to go to a striking match, I can see Pyfer knocking this dude out. So I'm taking Pyfer by knockout.
To me, this is a little interesting because I want to say Piper is the better striker here, but like technically, but I can't say that with 100% certainty because to be fair, the only legit like good fighter Piper, in my humble opinion, has fought and beaten or fought. He didn't beat him was Jack Hermanson. I mean, he looked very good within the first two rounds, and then Jack just took over and vet checked him. So I'm kind of curious to see if this was a 5 round fight, how this would go. But I think Piper's going to knock him out as well. The one thing I will say about Abbas is I could definitely see Abbas winning in the first round here, but I see a typical Abbas Magomedov fading, losing all of his energy, dying. I could see this finish looking a lot like Strickland knocking him out. Just dying, can't breathe, gets put against the cage and just ripped on and gets a little finish there. The He did show me a little bit more fight against like Bruno Fajeo when he got dropped and then he was obviously faded out, but he kept composure, got a takedown, submitted Bruno Fajeo, which is, in my opinion, a pretty decent win. But I just don't see it happening here because Piper is very well versed on the ground. He comes from a very good grappling gym over in Philly. So I just know he has a good grappling base. So I'm going to take Piper by knockout here. Round two, round three. I will say I am kind of liking the over 1.5. That's a very interesting line that they left there. I think it's because of that. Because I can see it like late round two,
Okay.
but in the essence, I don't see this really going to decision. So I kind of get where Vegas is doing the plus 1.5 or the 1.5 round lines. I actually kind of like the over in that. I'm not sure what the odds were whenever I looked at them, but I'll take
Minus
over
145 on here.
minus 145.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that a lot, and I think Pyfer gets it done late, so I'll take Pyfer.
Okay. Like that. All right, we move on to Josh Emmett versus Yusuf Zalal. Now, we talked about the women's fight probably being boring. I have no interest in watching Yusuf fight. Even though Josh Emmett's going to try to get in there, I can see Yusuf trying to get, points, distance, nothing really crazy. I think Yusuf wins by decision just because Josh Emmett's a 40-year-old man, and I don't think he's going to try to wrestle. He's going to try and knock him out. But I'm going to take Yusuf Zalal by decision in this one. I'm not even going to go into these guys' backgrounds.
I will a little bit.
You can. I'll let you do it.
Josh Emmett is 40 years old. He's been training MMA for a long, extended period of his life. And in that long, extended period of his life, he has learned two moves: right overhand and left overhand. All he does is just throw right and left overhands. And stylistically, this is like a tailor-made match for Zalal to do his little pitter-patter shot, dip out of range. He's gonna be way faster than Emmett here. Zalal is talking crazy. Like he was on his press conference. I watched a little bit of it the other day. It's like, yeah, Alexander Volkanovski's talking about Lauren Murphy, Movzar, Aljo. for potential title contenders, but he didn't mention me. I'm just tired of getting disrespected, buddy. You're gonna win worst fight of the year against Calvin Cater. What are you on about? How about you do something? So, I mean, he's talking like he's gonna go out there and get a finish. I don't see how you can finish Josh Emmett with his blockhead mentality unless you're able to chin him. But I think it's going to be a little 29-28 decision. Though I will say that I can see one of these rounds getting a little testy. Let's just be honest. If Josh Emmett hits you in the chin, it can shut anyone's lights out. But I just don't see it happening here. I think Zalal's going to be too smooth with it. But the one thing I will mention, I don't care who they match Zalal up with in his next fight. I'm taking the other fighter because
For
anyone
sure.
ranked above Emmett, in my opinion, beats Zalal at his own game. So I'm going to take Zalal, but I mean,
What's the
I could
odds on
care.
Josh Emmett winning a round?
Let me look real quick because that's an interesting little thing to wonder.
Well, you just said it, and I was like, "Oh, if he says 29-28, that's a." I wonder what the points.
Because I mean, he did the same thing against
It could
Calvin
happen.
Cater, where he just ran away for the whole third round and gave him a round. So I mean, I would
Yeah.
bet it's probably plus money. It is plus 100.
Oh, I like that. I'm gonna write that down here. Put it on my card. Plus 100. What is that bet called? Is it plus 3.5 or?
Plus, yeah, plus 3.5, which
Okay.
is we need all three judges to give Emmett a round, which I could
Okay.
definitely see happening.
All right. Good deal. I'm gonna keep that one in back pocket there. We're on to the light heavyweight bout. We got Khalil Roundtree versus Yuri Praka. I can't say his last name, but Yuri. I know he is. Say it.
Prohaska.
Prohaska. So Yuri has 31 fights that he's won and 5 that he's lost. He has 27 by knockout, 3 by submission, 23 first round finishes. He has landed 5.74 strikes per minute to absorbing 5.70. Last fight out, he beat Hill by knockout. Pereira, the main event. Challenger, beat him by knockout. And Proshaka, what's how you say his name? Oh, never mind.
Yuri Pro.
Yeah, Racket. Rakic
Alexander Rakic.
beat him by knockout. So he's knocking dudes out. We got ourselves a little banger here. Because then we got Khalil Roundtree, old Unk, sitting right there. 9 wins by knockout, 7 first round finishes. He's 15-6. Uh, he's oh damn man, they don't even have 3.79 per minute while absorbing 4.24. Last fight out, he beat Hill by decision unanimously. Got beat by Pereira by knockout in the 4th round, and he beats Anthony Smith by knockout. So I like Yuri. He's a wild man, crazy. He don't care to get hit, and that's why I'm going to take Khalil Roundtree Jr. by knockout, and probably be my underdog lock of the fight card is Khalil Roundtree Jr. I just think he's got that heavy hand, and Yuri, I know Yuri likes to scrap fight, whatever, but he likes to get hit, and I think Khalil Roundtree can put him to sleep. What do you think of that?
So that is a great assessment for Yuri up until his last fight against Jamal Hill,
Uh
where he just randomly decided to showcase insanely good fucking head movement. He
oh.
was butt dipping shot after shot off Jamal Hill. And the thing with Roundtree is if you're going to stand there and just get fucking hit like that, then I think he is going to be able to knock him out. So if Yuri comes out like he usually does, I definitely think Khalil can chin him. But I mean, if he is moving his head, and Yuri has shown for every single fighter that's fought him, he doesn't give a shit about your leg kicks. You can kick his legs all you want, and it's not going to alter him at all. We're just looking at Yuri pressuring Khalil forward and Khalil having to fight off the back foot. And I don't love that for Khalil here because Yuri's got insane pressure. And also, a little underrated thing about Yuri is he can go out and get takedowns as well. He's shown that a couple times, especially against Pereira. He's went out there and shot takedowns on Pereira. So I, if Khalil can't catch him on the chin and his leg kicks aren't working, and Khalil, I mean, has less takedowns than Alex Pereira does, I do not love that for him. I'm going the other way. I'm going to take Yuri by knockout, but there's definitely a very, very high possibility Khalil catches him and knocks him out. I just posted my picks on TikTok like right before we started this, and a guy asked me that, like, why I thought Yuri was going to win. I responded with a similar assessment. If Khalil can't get his game plan going, then I do not like his chances. So I'm going to take Yuri.
Okay. All right. We got Merab taking on Corey Sandhagen. I'm gonna let you break it down. I'm gonna say Merab just cardio king until that's proven otherwise. I'm gonna say Merab's gonna hold on to his belt. As much as I hate that, because I want Corey to win, I'm going with Merab. I'm not going with my heart on this one. I'm gonna take Merab. Decision.
Well, I'll break it down a little bit. I mean, Merab by decision, in my opinion, might be the safest little bet on this whole main card because I like Corey. I'm kind of curious what like Merab's by finish is or by decision, because I think this is locked in for it because I feel like a bunch of people are gonna be betting sub after he submitted um, O'Malley in his last fight, but Corey is way more well versed on the ground than O'Malley is. I definitely don't see him getting submitted. Okay, well, never mind. Merab by decisions minus 250.
Hmm.
Yeah, this is a little different. I can definitely see Corey winning a round, maybe even arguably two. It's just the way Corey fights. He's gonna be trying to fight off the back foot, which against a dude that's just gonna spam takedowns on you is no recipe for success. If Umar's taking you down at will, I mean Merab definitely can as well. I mean, however, while this is on the feet, I mean Corey's definitely live, but I've yet to see anyone chin this little blockhead, so I doubt Corey's going to. I I've been saying this for like 2 or 3 years. I mean, it could happen soon. I don't know. I think other than Umar, the only guy up top for a chance to beat Rob might be like Song Yadong, who's explosive enough to get up from getting taken down, and he's got crazy power in the hands. So like that's someone that I would go for. I mean, Corey's two knockouts of later spinning head kick against Moraes with no chin and a flying knee against Frankie Edgar with no chin. And in this fight, I think you have to knock Merab out. I don't see Corey doing it, so I will go Merab 49-46 decision.
Okay. I was trying to find the points thing on here, but I can't find it on FanDuel. But
For
submissions plus
Merab,
950.
yeah.
Not bad. Plus 950 from Rob. But
I get confused with these plus 5.5. So like I think they have to win 2 rounds, but like
that means he just has
so
to win one round
I
or
think
two
plus five
rounds.
and a half is 2 rounds. So but minus 5.5. So if it's a 49-46, I don't think either of them hit. I don't know how that makes sense.
Okay. I have to do a little research on that one. Now we're to our main event, light heavyweight bout. Alex Pereira versus Magomedov, Ankalaev, Magomedov, uh, Magomed, Ankalaev. I'm so used to those ending it off. Uh, I think Alex Pereira, can't even say it, gets his revenge, gets his title back. Pat, break it down.
Hey, so I originally had Ankalaev, and then I saw these odds, and I thought they were the most insulting fucking odds I have seen in ages. How are you going to make Ankalaev almost minus 300 when Pereira stuffed all 12 takedowns on him while injured? And when it went to the cards, no one knew who won. It was a razor close fight for a dude that fought injured. And now everyone's telling me minus 300 Ankalaev by knockout. I do not fucking see that whatsoever. I don't understand how you can come to that conclusion. I mean, now Pereira hopefully peeled from his injuries, going to be way more aggressive with the hand. You cannot sit there and tell me that he wasn't injured. He only threw 6 punches and he's just leg kicking. Clearly, he had an injury with his wrist. So I'm taking Pereira just solely on the purpose that he is almost plus 250, which is insane. You just got to take him at that rate. I'll take him by knockout. I can definitely see him getting it done because, I mean, let's not act like he didn't, like, at least, like, daze him because, I mean, they both clipped each other, to be fair, but this dude's always going to be allowed to knock out anybody. I don't care who it is. And this dude's like walking around gloating like he didn't just win the most shit, boring title fight I've seen in years. Like he's some badass. Did you see what Dean Thomas was saying?
No.
I don't. He was saying that you know Dakota Dachevik is.
Nope.
She's like a budding superstar, like female fighter over at PFL. She's like 14-0 and like really attractive. And he was sitting there like, man, the UFC should just trade Ankalaev to the PFL for Dachevik, which is something they can do. And all of Ankalaev's teammates were like, D Thomas, fuck you. I'm like, dude, please do it.
Yeah, I'm not a
I,
fan of him.
I can't fucking stand this guy. I mean, if he wasn't such a boring shit, it would be one thing, but dude hasn't had a knockout, and I couldn't tell you how long. I can't remember the last guy this guy knocked out. Kudalaba, maybe? When Kudalaba just ran in with his chin wide up in the air. I definitely love these 230 odds. I will probably play him by knockout, pending how all my other bets that I already have in go. But I'm gonna go prayer with you. I'm kind of surprised you're going prayer. I thought you were gonna go Magomed Ankalaev.
No, no, I got faith in Alex. I got faith in the
Stuck
big guy.
all 12 takedowns first fight.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, if he would have done like ragdolled him and it was like Merab versus O'Malley part two, where you want to believe that he's gonna not be the same against Merab.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Alex showed they could do the takedowns. Like you said, he said he was injured. So
Yeah, and this is like an instance where if
if he
Alex can
TKOs, would
knock
be
out,
awesome.
yeah, if he can knock him out, then you know damn well they're not doing that trilogy.
Yeah,
They'll be like, yeah, no shot. We're doing Allberg next, Ankalaev. Have fun at the Apex for your next 4 fights, buddy.
that'd be sweet. That'd be sweet.
But a little spoiler pick. Next week it's like almost even money between Oliveira and Gamrot. What the hell is Oliveira doing being in Vegas cornering a contender series guy the week before his fight? What the fuck is that?
Where's the fights at the following week?
Brazil. He's headlining Brazil against
Oh.
Gamrot, dude.
Is he
I'm
gonna get a
liking
little
Gamrot
training there
more.
at the Apex?
I mean, you'd think he'd be like down in Brazil getting locked in for it, not just flying up and helping a teammate or something like that. And the teammate got 30-27.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, Pat. That's pretty interesting.
I
You think
promise you,
he's
Gamrot's down there.
he's in Brazil, hanging out?
Gamrot is one of the most. I'm trying to word this properly. He doesn't get enough love, man. He is the kind of guy that will go out and take any fight. I mean, what is he boring? Yeah, but I mean, that's like half his fights. The other half are exciting. Like he won fight of the night his last fight. Wait, his fight before last against Dan Hooker. I mean, he can go out there and throw it down, man. I like watching Gamrot fight. I'm really excited for that main event. But if you aren't locked in and you're just going to help some buddy lose a 30-27 a week before your fight, I don't know how much I can trust you there.
Well, don't you call him buddy, pal? How about that?
Yeah, you ain't my guy, Flan.
Yeah, that's interesting. I had no clue. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, man. Hot. As soon as I saw him walk out of the corner, I was like, what is this guy doing, dude? Yeah, I'm probably gonna get game rot next week.
I like it. I like it.
Hey, let's hear some more. Let's hear some more college football things going on tonight.
College football pick. Oh, yeah. I got BYU first half minus 10 and a half.
I like it.
They just have to have a 2-score lead. That's more than 10, of course. Tonight against the Mountaineers. Unfortunately, I hate to bet against the Mountaineers, but if you want to make money, you bet against the Mountaineers this year. I think an interesting one is just not watching either team, just historically. Western Kentucky is an underdog at Delaware. So, I don't know. Western Kentucky just seems historically to be a pretty solid program. And is Delaware now a freaking FCS, freaking FBS team now or something?
I heard they got the second coming of Jeff Flacco over there.
Hey, Jay Flacco. Yeah, I don't get this. Like, Delaware is, they just move up in the world and Joe Biden's over there fucking NIL dealing it. Like, I don't know what's going on. They beat somebody. Let me see who they beat. They did beat a team. I don't know if it was Connecticut. Yeah, they beat Connecticut. But then that's the thing. Then Colorado goes in there. They go to Colorado and get shit pumped. So, I mean, you can't tell me. I don't know. I just think that's an interesting one. Western Kentucky being an underdog at Delaware. So, they were my two plays for tonight. It's freaking Western Kentucky money line on the road at Delaware and BYU minus 10.5. And take you a freaking passing prop for what's his name? Bear Brockmeyer, BYU quarterback. I don't know what his touchdowns are, +2, but give it to me. He's probably going to throw for 3. Or whatever. I don't know what his props are, but he's probably a good guy to play props for tonight. Mountaineers defense is atrocious. I hate to say that, but
yeah, I put in like 2 more college football bets after we talked about the Ron Williams thing. I really like Penn State to cover because UCLA is garbage.
they're gonna be having a mission. They're gonna want to stunt, and UCLA's the team for it.
And man, the other one, I've mentioned it since the beginning of the college football season. I think Tech is the best team in the Big 12. They spent the most money in NIL, got the most loaded roster in the Big 12. I think they're gonna beat the hell out of Houston tonight.
Yeah, that's a weird one. Was it 10.5 still, or what is it now?
It's bumped up to 12.5.
12.5. Yeah, that's a crazy. They play tonight?
Tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow? Yeah, I was about to say, damn. Yeah, that's the one that I look at. I'm like, what the fuck? Something ain't adding up here. I'm with you on that. I don't know if I bet it or not, but yeah, something's not adding up here. That's one that you could probably. Let me see something here.
They smashed Utah with a backup quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, Iowa State's my dog of the weekend. They're +100 at Cincinnati, but that should be a good game though. Honestly,
Does that not just scream like the most sus line of all time? Because like naturally you just they beat Cincinnati's ass.
You think so? That's what's scared about it. But that Houston one, I was like, now that you say that, now you got me freaking looking at it like, what the flip? What the kid's saying now? What the? Ooh, and Texas is only money must be coming in on Florida. They're at 5.5.
Hey, speaking of 5.5, if this one bet hits, I'm gonna take all my winnings and throw it on this. I haven't yet. A line that I really like right now is Maryland +5.5.
Yeah,
Home against Washington.
I like money line.
Yeah, I don't hate money line there either. I think this is gonna be a shootout game, and I think it's gonna be a field goal game either way. I love 5.5, taking +5.5.
Yeah. The Washington hype cracked me up because I took the Buckeyes last week -8.5, I think it was. But Washington really ain't played nobody, and then everybody's just like, "This is the team you gotta watch for." Damon Williams is a dog, And hell, I think I alt spreaded his rushing total, and he had like negative yards. And I'm like,
Well,
you kid.
the cover was looking good in the first half. Not the second half.
Yeah, that's true. I guess you're just outmanned, and I think Maryland is like the next up and coming Big Ten team. I think they have like a top 10 recruit going there on the. I mean, they're just good, and that true freshman quarterback is a stud. And I think Maryland's recruiting and the state of Maryland football in that area. I think Maryland's like the team to watch, and the Big Ten is the next playoff, not this year, but next couple years playoff football team. I think they're that good.
Dude, I'll
Man,
tell you who's good. And man, I don't know what their record is. They might still be undefeated. Uh, dude, Cal at home against Duke
Duke.
also with Jaron Sugalawe, dude, a quarterback.
Yeah.
Sagupolatele. Dude, that guy's good.
You can count that one as a win. That's like a 10:30 game clear across the country in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Yeah, that has a smell. There we go. That has a smell of being a. And I'll tell you another one. People are sleeping on Rice. Rice plus I think they're -4.5. They're playing. I
Florida
took them.
Atlantic.
Florida Atlantic, and they're plus. Oh, it's +5.5 now. But I think Rice beats them by at least a touchdown. I think that's a good. They run that triple option there now.
I've learned over the past 2 years, never bet a Rice game. That like what not like when they're favorites, when they're underdogs. They are the most live dog every game, no matter how big of an underdog they are. Like earlier, I don't remember what week it was this year. They were like
Right there.
plus 700 or something. I was like, yeah, right. I'm not going near that, and they won.
You see that?
What?
There.
I can't see.
It says Texas Tech first half -6.5. If you want to hit the first half on it, it's -132, but I
Yeah,
give
I'll
you
do that.
I'll give you a little juice at the beginning too. But all right,
Okay.
Pat. I'm gonna go to the dog pound this evening and watch the West Virginia game.
Well, I agreed to work this weekend, unfortunately, and I'm
Mm.
a little dog sitting duty, so I won't be going out this weekend. I was going to mention something to you, but if I'm not mistaken, are the Mountaineers at home next week
No, I think they're at UCF.
at UCF?
Yeah.
Well, I got some interesting information 2 days ago,
Uh-oh.
and that is Simon's getting moved to Columbus, and me and him were talking, and I think I'm going to go up there Saturday and bounce around, watch college football and the UFC Rio fights up there in Columbus if you'd want to go.
All right. I think I might be down for that. Mallory's gonna be out of town, so I just have to pick her
Well,
up at 9 a.m. at the airport. It's the only thing
at
in
Columbus Airport,
Charleston.
Charleston.
So that might be tough. We'll see.
Yeah, that is tough.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right,
But
brother. Sounds good.
all right, later, man.
Later.